What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, especially with the hype around HYDRA. So hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA has 10.3 million native tokens. Congratulations to Max. He's about to hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube if he hasn't already. And I think he does a fantastic job talking about SNEK and the rest of the Cardano ecosystem. So send him some Angry Crypto love if you haven't already on Twitter, on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed to Max and show some support. Angry, let's do an interview. I was surprised to see this reply from Charles Hoskinson himself. I would be honored to do an interview with Charles. And this is a fantastic time, guys, to write down in the comments any questions you have for Charles for the Cardano ecosystem. And I will pick out the best comments for when we conduct an interview with Charles Hoskinson. So definitely looking forward to that. And I would love to meet the rest of the Cardano community online at events like Rare Evo. I think we have arguably one of the best, if not the best, communities in Web3. Saturn Swap advanced pages live. More liquidity now on a wide variety of assets. Saturn Swap trading is picking up fast. I love these quick updates with DEXs. MinSwap liquidity bootstrapping event V2 smart contracts are now complete, audited, and open source for everyone. A whopping 107K ADA is up for grabs as part of a bug bounty program. They have a detailed Medium link, so everything is always linked below as always, guys. I like to see these efforts for bug bounties, open source, transparency, auditing. This is all part of that safe and secure and kind of goes in line with the Cardano ecosystem. HYDRA just ran 100 million smart contract transactions and saved a whopping 51 gigabytes of data, not saved on Cardano's ledger, not saved on the ledger, right? That's 51 gigs that we didn't have to put on Cardano's ledger. Low latency, low cost, high privacy. Don't mind if I do. Unleashing Cardano's HYDRA. So let's hear this little clip, great interview. And it's great to hear from him, the mindset with HYDRA and the scalability.
HYDRA is something that you would take and integrate into your dApp, and it gives fast finality and potentially unbounded throughput. Because as you gain users, you just spin up more heads and it load balances it. And the actual activity on blockchain on the Cardano network is quite small. So it's an exponential technology. So it doesn't matter if you have 1 million users or 50 users, you have relatively the same type of setup for something like that. So a video game is super awesome to showcase that potential, because when you think about a video game, what you're doing is every frame is a transaction.
Yes.
So 35 frames per second from the case of the Hydra Doom demo. And there you say, okay, well, if I have multiplayer, if I have 30,000 people, that's 1 million transactions per second that's occurring, right?
Right.
You know, and so we said, well, if we do this demo, people know it works,
right?
Because they can see the transactions and also they can play the game. If there's latency and the shitty game experience, obviously the channel's not working.
Yeah, I mean, he that's a home run there in terms of scalability, right? We have that potentially infinite scalability. And I was kind of pessimistic at first before the Doom demo was debuted. But once I saw it and once I even put my hands on it, like remotely testing it out, which I didn't expect, I was thoroughly surprised. And this is coming from someone playing all the games, Nintendo consoles, PC gaming enthusiast. He has a point, right? If it's going to have a lot of latency, it's not really going to communicate that. And I think they communicated the throughput quite well to show the potential. And we're just getting started with HYDRA. So I'm really excited, guys, to see what can be done with HYDRA. And I think we've just scratched the surface with HYDRA. Really stoked. Fun fact, in about 3 days of playing Doom, HYDRA processed the same amount of transactions as the Lightning Network did in 460 days. Let that sink in. 72 hours did about a year and a half on Bitcoin Lightning Network. The average TPS on HYDRA was 350. The average TPS of routed transactions on the Lightning Network is 2.5. So it's not even a TPS thing. There's limitations, right? We're talking super fast throughput, smart contract execution with insane scalability. It's just mind-blowing to me. Now, this guy's Daedalus, another important update, Daedalus 6.0 for mainnet, pre-prod, and preview. So make sure you get your hands on this if you're using the wallets. It's mandatory for users to upgrade for preparation. This version upgrades to Node 9.1. And the dependent ledger and Trezor hardware wallet libraries fixes the Daedalus auto update feature to resolve the issue when running Daedalus on Linux and whatnot. So there's a little small thread here. I would check it out if you guys are using Daedalus, and make sure you guys grab this update if you haven't already. Cardano tokens with the most holders. If Hosky hasn't crossed 100K already, they might have already crossed 100K. Nice achievement. We got Hosky, we got Sunday Swap, we got World Mobile Token, we got Cornucopia, we got SNEK, we got MinSwap. So I'm not really surprised to see the projects here. I gotta dive deeper into Cornucopias. Like, I keep seeing their tweets, but I really want to do a deep dive one day. And let me know what you guys think about this project, or any of these projects, frankly, on this list. Any that you were surprised to see on this list. And I think Dedium is going to climb up this list fast. I actually tried Leonardo AI the other day, and I was thoroughly impressed. This is coming from someone who uses Firefly Daily by Adobe and Dolly 3 with Microsoft and OpenAI. And Leonardo AI has some unique stuff with the real-time stuff. So Dedium, I think they're doing some good stuff with the partnerships. Mainnet testing is going well. So I'm so excited for this. This is going to be the second Pump.Fun alternative in addition to Pig.Party. And Snack.Fun, they're taking their time with it, but I think that it's going to turn out to be amazing. So this, of course, in a nutshell, it's going to be another inspiration from Pump.Fun. It's going to allow people to launch meme coins very quickly and easily and bootstrap the initial liquidity. And I know some people will be like, no, this is bad, this is bad. But guys, money is money, and there needs to be movement. So, if someone is going to launch a meme coin, let them do that. That's the whole point of DeFi. We don't want to create roadblocks and prevent people from transacting money and moving money. Speaking of money, almost 3 million SNEK got burnt. And there were some big buys as well. Large buy of 30,000 ADA of SNEK, and then another one of almost 50,000 ADA of SNEK. So a lot of whales are accumulating SNEK. They're buying a lot of SNEK, and SNEK is definitely a blue chip meme coin, that's for sure. Speaking of blue chips, I really like Strike Finance. You guys know that. I like their branding a lot. We're excited to announce the integration of USDM. So USDM is now integrated. Cardano's most liquid stablecoin will be a key component of our protocol. The ability to redeem USDM one-to-one for USD will offer traders better risk assessment capabilities when using our protocol. Well, as much as people meme stablecoins, they play a role in the DeFi ecosystem. So this is good to see. HTX asks, what's the best DePIN crypto? I answered World Mobile Token, but of course, let me know which one you guys think. Which one would you go for? And I hope you say WMT. Obviously, some other people say IAG and others as well. It's not to diminish their spotlight, but I saw this and I'm like, WMT, why not? I think more projects are paying attention, and more projects are doing a positive sentiment, including Cointelegraph. I mean, sometimes I call them Cointelegraph. So Cointelegraph published a positive article about Cardano. What do you know? So it's good to have awareness. I made a tweet today saying, like, sometimes the journalism is so lazy. Like, I still see posts about saying, like, Charles is the CEO of Cardano. It's hilarious. It's funny. But hey, there's always a redemption. There's always a change, and change is the only constant. So I'll take Cardano Yoda's word for it. That Cointelegraph published a positive article. Why not? I'll take that. Celebrate the win. Speaking of Whimsy, that's a good little transition there. Whimsy, of course, is doing the kind of that tokenized, fractionalized ownership, real estate type of things. And there was some big news they announced a few days ago. Whimsy has officially filed with the SEC, marking a major step forward in their mission to revolutionize real estate through tokenization. I had a brief chat with the founder. I said, oh, this is cool. I'll include this in the news, because I think that real estate's becoming tougher and tougher and tougher. It's not 1950 where you could work 1.5 years and buy a home and a car cash. It's becoming tougher. And I think that the efforts with Web3 not only help with identity, ownership, mitigating scams, helping with builders, helping with deeds, land titles, transfer of ownership, like I said, but also with democratizing barriers of entry to get into an asset class that you otherwise couldn't have. And this is nice to see that. Steps in the right direction for clarity, and compliance is always a good thing. Finally, guys, we're not going to talk about price too much. Price right now is just chilling. But it's nice to see, like, other people in the crypto realm. I didn't even know who Crypto John was, but I came across this yesterday. And Crypto John says, as you get bigger, you get hate. Charles Hoskinson from Cardano gets massive hate. It's crazy. That guy's one of the nicest guys I've ever seen in my life. And I saw Crypto John's other videos were positive price predictions for Cardano, so I can't speak for him personally. But he's right. You know, nothing amazing in life was created without enthusiasm. At the end of the day, relentless perseverance. People will criticize you. And let's remember that we're seeing a lot of tweets right now with Tron running up that people are saying that, oh, Cardano left the top 10, left the top 11. Guys, for 7 years, almost 7 years, Cardano's been in the top 15. And when we look at all the other metrics, all the chads get it that AltSeason is around the corner. So people who are really bearish right now is bizarre. It's like thinking it's going to snow in the middle of summer. And a broken clock is wrong, right twice. So be careful who you listen to, you know, evaluate stuff, aggregate news as you see fit. I like to always cover the bullish narratives and shine light on the positive stuff. But there's also going to be bad actors that slam our positive news, even if it's rooted in goodness and like success, because they just don't like to see the success of others. So I think that Crypto John has a point, you know, like at the end of the day, and he talks in the video saying like, even if you do a little book, like people are still going to hate you. So let's roll the clip before we wrap up.
As you get bigger, you get hate. You know, Charles Hoskinson from Cardano, he gets massive hate. Massive hate. It's crazy. And that guy's one of the nicest guys I ever seen in my life. Charles, like we're talking about Charles, the guy who literally has a YouTube channel, gets hate. Don't believe me? Go on his channel, read some of the comments. If he keeps them, he gets hate. Doesn't matter what you do. You can be a freaking a book review YouTuber, and they'll be like, "You're an idiot. That book sucks."
Speaking of book, I think some people were confused also about this ticker Charles when we saw book and stuff. There's no meme token. That thing is just the interview. The video is that. Book and stuff, they're doing a great job of like actually owning your things and removing a lot of the intermediaries, because as a producer myself, like as a DJ, we've seen how we've gone from like the artist is getting a lot to the artist is lucky to get crumbs. So guys, I am so bullish on this ecosystem. I think that taking a look at like price point, guys, we're gonna be in this slump for a while. You know, I don't think that we're gonna be out of this slump for at least like September, and we might start running up higher. But again, I'm looking at trajectories. I'm not focused on like the 1 day chart, the 7 day chart. That doesn't it's not of importance to me, because I know what I hold. First of all, I know the history. When we got listed on 2017, it's still doing good. I know that we hit an all-time high here and an all-time high here. We know that it was Bitcoin dominance 40%. We know that Bitcoin global search is low. We know that USA is ranked in the 30s or 27th for global Bitcoin search. So focus on the lines, focus on the narratives, focus on the news, and filter out the noise. And when I say noise, it's the trolls. It's the nonsense fear-mongering, because they get lost in the sauce. They just live in a fleeting feather in the wind. When you zoom out and you kind of look at the projects and you realize, wait a second, there's some good fundamentals with this project. It's got a strong community. It's actively searched on YouTube and Google. So it's just a matter of time when the cycles will come. And then the narratives are just really the garnish on top. And so as a UX designer, I see that Cardano has strong fundamentals. And I think that this will really, really surprise a lot of people in terms of growth. I think it will be one of the best performing altcoins this cycle and can easily surpass its previous all-time high with a breeze. Let's remember, guys, that we didn't even have smart contracts. This was like on the cusp of smart contracts, Sunday swap, and all that jazz towards the tail end of August of 2021. But let me know, guys, what do you think? Timeline, price point. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe, hit that like, and let me know. Do you have any special questions? Any questions for Charles? I'll speak to Charles and we'll set up that interview, and I'm really excited. Thanks again, Charles. Thanks again, Cardano community. You guys are amazing. And thank you, Angry Crypto fam. We're almost at 5K subs. So have an amazing day. Thank you for everything. And I'll see you guys in the next Angry Crypto show.